എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. ആഘോഷത്തിൻ്റെ നിറക്കൂട്ടുമായി നിങ്ങളുടെ മുന്നിൽ ഓണമിതാ എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നു. അത്യധികം സന്തോഷത്തോടു കൂടി നമുക്ക് ഓണത്തെ വരവേൽക്കാം. ഇന്ന് ചിങ്ങം 2. ആർപ്പുവിളികളുമായി ഓണമിങ്ങെത്തി. ചമയലും ചമയിക്കലും ഏറ്റവും നന്നായി നടക്കേണ്ട കാലം. കാണം വിറ്റും ഓണം കൂടണം എന്ന് പഴമൊഴി. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ പ്രതിസന്ധികളെ മറികടന്നും നമ്മൾ മലയാളികൾ ഓണം ഒന്നായി കൊണ്ടാടാൻ ഒരുങ്ങിക്കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഇന്നിവിടെ ഒത്തുകൂടിയിരിക്കുന്ന എല്ലാ ലക്കോൾ ചെമ്പക ഇന്റർനാഷണലിലെ ഓരോ കൂട്ടുകാർക്കും, അധ്യാപകർക്കും അനധ്യാപകർക്കും ഞങ്ങൾ ഒരു നല്ല ഓണം ആശംസിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ആഘോഷ പരിപാടികളിലേക്ക് കടക്കാം.
ആദ്യമായി സർവേശ്വരനോടുള്ള പ്രാർത്ഥനയോടെ തുടങ്ങാം.
ഇന്നിവിടെ പങ്കെടുത്തിരിക്കുന്ന ഓരോരുത്തരെയും സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യാനായി ഞാൻ പ്രിയങ്കരനായ ഗൗതം ജിഎസിനെ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു.
മാന്യ സദസ്സിന് നമസ്കാരം. ഓണം എത്ര പറഞ്ഞാലും തീരാത്ത കഥയും കവിതയുമായി നമ്മുടെ ജീവിതങ്ങളിൽ നിറഞ്ഞു നിൽക്കുന്നു. ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ സാഹചര്യത്തിലും ഓണം എന്ന് കേൾക്കുമ്പോൾ ഒരു പുഞ്ചിരി നമ്മുടെ ചുണ്ടുകളിൽ വരുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ആശ്വസിക്കാം. ആവേശം കൊള്ളാം. നമ്മൾ നമ്മുടെ സംസ്കാരത്തെ ആദരിക്കുന്നു. ലക്കോൾ ചെമ്പക്ക ഇന്റർനാഷണലിലെ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾക്ക് വർണ്ണവിരുന്നൊരുക്കുന്ന ഈ ദിനത്തിൽ നമുക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും ആശംസകളുമായി എത്തുന്ന നമ്മുടെ ചെയർമാൻ ശ്രീ VNP രാജ് സാറിനും അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രിയ പത്നിയും സെക്രട്ടറിയുമായ ശ്രീ ശശികല രാജിനെയും ഹൃദയപൂർവ്വം സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. അനുഗ്രഹ ആശംസകളുമായി നമ്മുടെ ബഹുമാന്യനായ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ സ്വാമിനാഥൻ സർ എപ്പോഴും നമുക്കൊപ്പം നിൽക്കുന്നു. ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ ഞാൻ അദ്ദേഹത്തെയും സസന്തോഷം സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. അടുത്തതായി നമ്മുടെ പ്രിയങ്കരനും ബഹുമാന്യനുമായ അക്കാഡമിക് ഹെഡ് സാനു സാറിനെ ഹൃദയത്തിൻ്റെ ഭാഷയിൽ ഞാൻ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഒപ്പം ഇന്ന് ഇവിടെ പരിപാടികൾ അവതരിപ്പിക്കുന്ന കുട്ടികളെയും മറ്റു ഓരോ സഹപാഠികളെയും അധ്യാപകരെയും പ്രത്യേകമായി സസ്നേഹം സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും ഓണാശംസകൾ.
നന്ദി ഗൗതം. അടുത്തതായി നമുക്ക് ഏറ്റവും ബഹുമാന്യനായ നമ്മുടെ ചെയർമാൻ ശ്രീ VNP രാജിന് അത്യാദരപൂർവ്വം ഈ വേദിയിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഈ സന്തോഷവേളയിൽ അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ ഓരോ വാക്കുകൾക്കായി നാം ഓരോരുത്തരും കാത്തിരിക്കുന്നു.
My dear children of Likoll Chempaka International and my dear colleagues of Likoll Chempaka International, a happy Onam to everyone. I would like to speak today on the importance of Onam to all of us. Children, as you know, Onam goes back to the 9th century. It has lot of connection between the Tamil and Kerala kingdoms. But our question is, why we need to celebrate Onam? The legendary King Mahabali, who is a grandson of Prahlada, has been sent to Padala by an avatar of Vishnu called Vamana. That is what all of us know about. Do you know where is the place Vamana came when Lord Mahabali was conducting a homa? That place is called Trikkakara in Cochin. Thirukalkara. So legend, if you look back to the history, it happened somewhere near to Cochin. But Onam is a celebration for all of us. So I will come back to the question, why we celebrate Onam and what is its connection to the story of Vamana and Mahabali. This has something to do with our culture of Kerala and a culture that Mahabali has shown to every person in Kerala. And what is that culture? That is what we do in an Onam. During Onam, we make good food. Is it that we eat? No, we eat and we distribute to everyone. So Onam is a function of sharing. We share food, we share clothes, we share money. We always think that though more than our relatives, we also share with everyone, that happiness comes only with sharing. To remember our abilities of sharing, we celebrate Onam. Similarly is caring. During Onam, all of us go wherever we are. If you are a Malayali, you will come back to your home for what? Not only for sharing, caring your mother, caring your father, caring your grandmother, caring your grandfather, caring all the people who are elders and youngsters. So caring is offering your love for them, offering your respect for them, offering your regards for them, accepting them that you are loving them. What a great Onam is. So dear children, never forget these two messages, that beyond Vamana, beyond Mahabali, we Keralites have an integral character that we share with everyone, we share with people who does not have or who are suffering, and we also care elders, youngsters, everyone. So Onam, in my thought, beyond the harvest festival, is to remember, is to own in our heart that we Keralites are embodiments of caring and sharing to the society. I am so pleased to address you. This is the first school in this Onam I am able to speak. Thanks to Sanu sir for calling me. Thanks to all my Chempaka colleagues, and wish a happy Onam to every child, every colleague over there. Thank you.
നന്ദി രാജ് സർ. അടുത്തതായി നമുക്ക് ശശികല മാഡത്തിന്റെ വാക്കുകൾക്കായി കാതോർക്കാം. സെക്രട്ടറിയും ശ്രീ VNP രാജന്റെ സഹധർമ്മിണിയായ മാഡം ആശംസകളോടെ നമുക്കൊപ്പം ചേരുന്നു.
A warm good morning to all of you. I want to wish a very happy Onam to all of you with your family. And we are very far away from Kerala for last 18 months. Still, we are missing the rain and festivals in Kerala. Onam is celebrated to honor a kind-hearted and much-loved king, Mahabali, who is believed to return to Kerala during this festival. We are still remembering him because of the love and affection and care given by him. A small advice I want to give, so wherever you are and whatever your position you are holding, please try to share and care your fellow beings. That's the message I want to give to all of you in this Onam festive season. From my bottom of my heart, I wish all the very best and enjoy Onam with family. Thank you very much.
നന്ദി ശശികല മാഡം. അടുത്തതായി ഓണാശംസകളുമായി എത്തുന്നത് നമ്മുടെ ബഹുമാന്യനായ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ഡോക്ടർ സ്വാമിനാഥൻ സാറാണ്. നമുക്ക് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ വാക്കുകൾ കേൾക്കാം.
Good morning, dear lovely Chempaka family members. An excitingly eventful term is coming to an end today. On behalf of our entire management, I take this golden opportunity to show my thanks and gratitude to our hardworking leaders, dedicated teachers, and talented students for this wonderful, enthusiastic journey. To culminate this term, we have a very colorful Onam celebration today, lined up from early morning till afternoon by grade 1 to 12 students. Yes, it's indeed a post-harvesting celebration for all of us. We have been busy nurturing and taking care of the term and harvesting it by the end of the term. I'm so excited to see all the programs formulated by our staff and students, and this is the time for me to wish you happy Onam, happy Muharram, happy vacation, and a happy time with the family and friends. Thank you.
അടുത്തതായി ഒരു അത്തപ്പൂക്കളം ഒരുക്കുകയാണ് നമ്മുടെ മാളവിക. CP സ്റ്റേജ് 3 പഠിക്കുന്ന ഈ വിദ്യാർത്ഥി നമ്മെ കൂട്ടിക്കൊണ്ട് പോവുകയാണ് ഓണനാളുകളിലേക്ക്.
അത്രയും മനോഹരമായിരുന്നു ആ പൂക്കളം. കൂട്ടുകാരെ, CP സ്റ്റേജ് 2-ലെ ജീവൻ ലജോ നൃത്ത ചുവടുകളുമായി തയ്യാറായി കഴിഞ്ഞു. സന്തോഷത്തോടെ ജീവൻ ലജോവിനെ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു.
ഞങ്ങൾ ഓരോ ചൂടും ആസ്വദിച്ചു. അടുത്തതായി ഒരു ഓണ സന്ദേശവുമായി സൂറ നസീൻ മൗലാന CP സ്റ്റേജ് 3 തയ്യാറായി കഴിഞ്ഞു. നമ്മൾക്ക് കേൾക്കാം.
Onam, a day known for the very astounding story behind it. The day Lord Vishnu put the generous King Mahabali to the test. We celebrate this auspicious day to commemorate King Mahabali, whose spirit is said to visit Kerala every year during Onam. The pandemic has taken over the world. Let us learn from the benevolent king and help one another thrive through these bad times. എല്ലാവർക്കും എൻ്റെ സ്നേഹം നിറഞ്ഞ ഓണാശംസകൾ.
നന്ദി സുഹറ. തീർച്ചയായും ഈ സന്ദേശം ഞങ്ങൾ ഓരോരുത്തരും ഉൾക്കൊള്ളുന്നതാണ്. അടുത്തതായി CP സ്റ്റേജ് 3-ലെ അജിത് കൃഷ്ണനെ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഓണത്തിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിലേക്ക് വെളിച്ചം വീശുന്ന ചില വിശേഷങ്ങളുമായി അജിത് ഇതാ എത്തുന്നു.
A warm good afternoon to one and all present here. I'm Adit Krishnan from A to IG, and today I'll be presenting about Onam, the universal festival of Kerala. This is the table of contents. So let's start with a little about Onam. So Onam is the main festival of Kerala. It unites Keralites across the world, no matter their caste, creed, or religion be. It's celebrated in memory of the mythical righteous king, King Mahabali. It is said that when we celebrate Onam, we return to the happy, prosperous, and virtuous days which were there during King Mahabali's rule. It's also a celebration of equality and abundance. So why is Onam celebrated? So Onam is celebrated to honor the just, kind, and beloved King Mahabali. And it is said during Onam, King Mahabali visits his subjects to ensure their well-being. It's also a celebration of our heritage and unity. Now let's go on with the legend of Onam. So once upon a time, the demon king Mahabali ruled over Kerala. He was the most righteous leader. But he had just conquered the 3 worlds, and threatened by his growing power, the Devas sought refuge in Lord Vishnu. Vishnu took the avatar of Vamana, a dwarf monk, and approached Mahabali with a wish. And during those times, Brahmins were considered very knowledgeable people and were given whatever they wished for. And as Vamana just wished for 3 paces of land, Mahabali agreed. And Vamana, being Vishnu, grew to a huge size and conquered all that Mahabali had taken over in just 2 paces. Knowing that Vishnu had come down himself, Mahabali bowed and gave his head as the 3rd pace of land. Pleased by Mahabali's righteousness, Vamana or Vishnu granted him the boon to visit his country once in a year. So let's go off the character analysis of Mahabali. So he was the great great grandson of a Brahmin sage named Kashyapa, the great grandson of demon dictator Hiranyakashipu, who was killed by Narasimha, and the grandson of great Vishnu devotee Prahalada. He was a very righteous person who had held his principles even in adversity. Generous and just ruler, and he was surrounded by people who are not righteous. This got into his head. He also craved for more power and conquered the Devas, which he shouldn't have done. So Onam today. So for Onam today, it's a global celebration. We get Onakadi, which are new clothes, which are given by our relatives. You also get Onakaligal, which are games that all of us play to get together. Ona Sadhya, we also eat, which is a feast, a grand feast, which is eaten with all our relatives. And there's also certain Onam fests. And it's also a celebration across institutions. Wishing you all a happy Onam. Thank you.
നന്ദി അദ്രിത്. ഓണപ്പാട്ടുകൾ ആർക്കാണ് ഇഷ്ടപ്പെടാത്തത്? ഈ നാളുകളിൽ നമ്മൾ കേൾക്കാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നതും അത് തന്നെ. സന്തോഷപൂർവ്വം CP സ്റ്റേജ് 3-ലെ നീന അച്ചു എബ്രഹാമിനെ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു.
തിരുവാമണിരാവ് മനസാകനിലാവ് മലയാള ചുണ്ടിൽ മലരോണപ്പാട്ട്. തിരുവാമണിരാവ് മനസാകനിലാവ് മലയാള ചുണ്ടിൽ മലരോണപ്പാട്ട്. മാനക്കൊമ്പേരത്തൊരു പൂവാലിക്കുഴി മാവേലി തമ്പ്രാന്റെ വരവാല ചൊല്ല്. തിരുവാവണിരാവ് മനസാകെ നിലാവ് മലയാള ചുണ്ടിൽ മലരോണപ്പാട്ട്. തിരുവാവണിരാവ് മനസാകെ നിലാവ് മലയാള ചുണ്ടിൽ മലരോണപ്പാട്ട്. പൂവേ പൊലി പൂവേ പൊലി പൂവേ 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 പൊലി പൂവേ 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 പൊലി പൂവേ പൊലി പൂവേ 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 പൊലി പൂവേ പൂവേ.
നന്ദി നീന. അടുത്തതായി വീണ്ടും ഒരു ഓണപ്പാട്ടിന്റെ മധുരം നുകർന്നാലോ? CP സ്റ്റേജ് 3-ലെ യശസ് ഇതാ ഒരു ഗാനവുമായി എത്തുന്നു.
Namaste, happy Onam. I am going to sing an Onam part. Maveli nadu aninum kalam manusharellarum munnu pole amudathode vasikkum kalam abattam vagumotillathanum ആദികൾ വ്യാധികൾ ഒന്നുമില്ല പല മരണങ്ങൾ കേൾപ്പാനില്ല ദുഷ്ടരെ കൺകൊണ്ടു കാണാനില്ല നല്ലവരല്ലാതെ ഇല്ല പാരിൽ ഇല്ല പാരിൽ നവിലി നാടുവാനിടും കാലം മനുഷ്യരെല്ലാരും ഒന്നുപോലെ അമൂലത്തോടെ വസിക്കും കാലം മനുഷ്യരെല്ലാരും ഒന്നുപോലെ കല്ലവുമില്ല ചതിയുമില്ല എല്ലോലമില്ല പൊലിവചനം കല്ലമറയും ചെറുനഴിയും കല്ലതരങ്ങൾ മറ്റൊന്നുമില്ല. Thank you, merci and gracias.
നന്ദി യശസ്. വരയിലൂടെ ഓണത്തെ വരവേൽക്കുകയാണ് അടുത്തതായി CP സ്റ്റേജ് 2 തേജസ് പ്രവീണിനെ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു.
നന്ദി തേജസ്. ഇരട്ടി മധുരവുമായി നമ്മുടെ ജീവൻ വീണ്ടും ഒരു ഗാനവുമായി എത്തുന്നു.
പുലരൊളി വന്നു ചേരുന്നിതാ, നിഴലിന് ദൂരമായുന്നിതാ, വായോ 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 വായോ. ഒരു ചെറുമഞ്ഞു നീർത്തുള്ളിയായി മലരിനെ ഉമ്മ വെച്ചിടുവാൻ, വായോ 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 വായോ. ഇനി മണ്ണിലെ പുതുവർണ്ണങ്ങളിൽ വിരലോടിച്ചു ലാളിച്ചു പൂങ്കാറ്റുപോൽ പുലരൊളി വന്നു ചേരുന്നിതാ, നിഴലിനെ ദൂരമായുന്നിതാ, വായോ 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 വായോ. ഇലത്തുമ്പിലിന്നാകെ തിളങ്ങുന്ന വൈഡൂര്യം, തൂവയിൽ തുമ്പീതിലേ. ഓ വസന്തങ്ങൾ വന്നാകെ വലം വെച്ചു പോകവേ, ഇന്നെന്ത് സൗരഭമായി. ഇനിയും ഉണരൂ, അരികിലണയൂ, നീ കാണാത്ത തീരങ്ങൾ കാണാൻ വായോ. പുലരൊളി വന്നു ചേരുന്നിതാ, നിഴലിന് ദൂരമായുന്നിതാ, വായോ 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 വായോ. ഒരു ചെറുതുള്ളികളായി മലരിനെ ഉമ്മ വെച്ചിടുവാൻ, വായോ 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 വായോ.
നന്ദി ജീവൻ.
ചിത്രകഥകൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും വളരെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടതാണ്. ഒരു അനിമേഷൻ ചിത്രവുമായി എത്തുന്നു CP സ്റ്റേജ് 3 ഫറീസ.
One day, Vamana posed as a Brahman and went to Mahabali. Mahabali asked, "What do you want, little boy?" Vamana said, "I just want 3 steps of land." Mahabali said, "Sure, go ahead." Vamana grew to a size larger than planet Earth itself. He took a large step and put it on earth to claim it and said, "Now the earth is mine." He took another step and put it on heaven. Vamana asked, "Where should I keep my 3rd step?" Mahabali said, "As there is no place left, you can keep it on my head," and asked if he could visit his people. Vamana said, "You could visit your people once a year." And then
നന്ദി ഫാരിസ്.
A Chenji celebratory routine that dates all the way back to a 2nd century. Good morning, my name is Dario and today I will brief you about Onam. Onam is a much-loved cultural festival celebrated in Kerala to honor the kind-hearted and much-beloved demon king Mahabali, who is believed to return to Kerala during this festival. The people celebrate the many elements of Kerala's traditions and culture. Signaling the end of the monsoons, this annual harvest festival unites the people of Kerala with a 10-day celebration during spring. A vibrant, colorful festival, Onam is likewise considered the festival of flowers, and wonderful flower decorations are created inside and outside of homes. In this short video course by the students of grade 10, we will speak about Onam and how it has come to be.
The festival of Onam is celebrated every year to welcome spirit of King Mahabali, who is said to visit Kerala at this time. Feasts, energetic games, folk songs and dance are organized to celebrate this occasion. In order to celebrate this grandly, we need to prepare in advance. We need to buy flowers to create a vivid Rangoli decoration known as Attapokalam, which is the part of Onam custom in every Malayali house. Prior to Onam, we need to do shopping. In order to organize the grand feast, which is known as Onam Sadhya, we should buy necessary things. We should also buy gifts to exchange with our loved ones.
The 10 days of Onam is similar to our carnival. To witness these enthusiastic celebrations, tourists, both domestic and foreign, line up in Kerala. Some of the best features of celebrations shall be considered. Pookalam. This refers to a colorful and complex design which is made by using different kinds of flowers. It is usually made in the front of the gate of your house. With the progression of days of Onam, a new layer of flowers get added to the Pookalam. Onam dance. Out of all the highlighted features of Onam, the folk dance stands out the most. Performed by women, these dance forms are certainly the major attraction of the festival. Some of the traditional dances include Kathakali, Pulikali, Kaikotukali, and Tumbitullal. Onam Sadhya. This is the lavish feast which is prepared on the 10th day of the festival. This grand meal consists of a variety of vegetarian dishes. It is mostly served on a banana leaf. Households prepare at least 9 to 11 dishes for Onam Sadhya. Temples and restaurants can have as many as 30 dishes for the same. Vallam Kali boat race. This is the traditional snake boat race that serves to be the most fun event of Onam. This race takes place in River Pampa. Each boat is beautifully decorated and contains about 100 men. People from all around the state come to the spot to witness this remarkable race. Elephant procession. This is one of the most awaited events of the celebration of Onam. Elephants are decorated with flowers and other precious metals. These majestic creatures are adorned with gold. The procession starts in Trishur, where they are made to take a whole round. Their small gestures entertain the world.
Onam festival is connected with the legend of King Mahabali who ruled over Mahabalipuram in ancient times. The story goes that King Mahabali deeply loved his subjects. The people of Mahabalipuram were very happy and prosperous. They respected and adored the king like a god of heaven. The respect and regard that the king enjoyed aroused the jealousy of the gods of heaven. They made a plan to dethrone King Mahabali. They sent Lord Vishnu to the king in the guise of a Brahmin boy named Vaman. Vaman appeared in the court of the king and made a request for a piece of land which could be covered by his 3 small steps. He required that land for the purpose of meditation. The king readily agreed to grant his request for such a small piece of land. As soon as the king agreed, Vaman appeared in his true colors and covered the whole area of the earth and heaven in just 2 steps. There was no space left for the 3rd step. King Mahabali bent his head for the 3rd step to be taken on it. There was no place either on earth or in heaven for the king to live. He was, however, permitted to find a dwelling in the underworld. After getting the permission to live in the underworld, Mahabali requested Lord Vishnu to allow him to visit his kingdom once a year to see his subjects. This request of the king was granted by Lord Vishnu. Onam festival is celebrated to commemorate the day when the king comes to see his subjects.
Onam has quite changed over the centuries. Back in the 1990s, there would be all-night dramas that families went to watch. It was then that the whole capital city began to get illuminated with LED bulbs hanging down buildings and trees across roads. There would be cultural programs at every hall and stadium, old traditional arts and new music. In the 1980s, Onam also became about movie releases in theaters. Even earlier, there would be new releases during Onam. By the late 1990s, however, the celebration switched to the living rooms, when the televisions would be switched on and multiple channels promised movie premieres, exclusive interviews of celebrities, and more entertainment. Only the grand Onam Sadhya and simple Attapu were duly followed. But such traditional acts might still continue in pockets of Kerala,
but people engaging in them have dwindled with every passing year. In schools, however, there was whole different kind of celebrations and competitions, wearing traditional clothes, eating feasts. It became a celebration with friends. The same followed at the workplace. These kinds of celebrations continued until the COVID-19 pandemic, where the whole world only functioned online. Mass celebrations became just at home. All sorts of competitions were only ones that could be held on an online platform. This situation was a huge change to all of our lives, yet we managed to continue the Onam traditions as much as possible.
The Malayali spirit of togetherness, camaraderie, and living in harmony is the highlight of Onam, the much celebrated festival of Kerala. Having a variety of traditions, customs, cultural being brought out in the name of the same festival as a district united front. The festival where caste creed, religion, and all other concepts of division of human being take a back seat, where everything about bringing people from different ethos together. The enthusiasm of togetherness is showcased through various traditions and customs followed right from the 10-day-long celebrations to Attam Pookalam, new dresses, to family gathering, to boat race, Tiruvadra dance, to the mega feast, Ona Sadhya, and the recent grand procession throughout the state. The Malayali spirit of unified through this festival all around the world and is much celebrated.
Onam is very near and is supposed to be celebrated with joy and enthusiasm, but unfortunately, many people have to spend their Onam virtually due to the world's difficult situation, which is really sad and disappointing because most people are not able to spend time with their family during this festival. And even though we can celebrate it virtually, it won't be the same, and it definitely won't have the same effect. It would be really different, as celebrating a festival with our family is way more fun and way more enjoyable, and it creates way more beautiful memories that we will hopefully remember forever. So hopefully in the coming years we can spend Onam with others and celebrate it the way we are actually supposed to.
Good morning all. I think I can speak for all when I say that celebrating virtual Onam has been a tough year for us all. Even though Onam celebrations go digital for the second time, the spirit still remains intact. The pandemic has changed the very nature of Onam celebrations, but it has not lowered the spirit of the annual harvest festival. Designing digital Pookalam, performing traditional art from their homes, preparing the Sadhya live, and even including the mandatory games such as tug of war and Sundariki Pottu Thodal, Onam festivities have taken a virtual turn. Even if we cannot celebrate Onam like before, we can still celebrate it with the limited materials available to us from our homes. Wishing everyone a happy Onam. Thank you.
നന്ദി ഫാരിസ്. ഈ നല്ല ഓണത്തിന് നമുക്ക് ആശംസകളുമായി എത്തുന്നത് നമ്മുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട അക്കാഡമിക് ഹെഡ് സാനു സാറാണ്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ വാക്കുകൾ നമുക്ക് ശ്രദ്ധിക്കാം.
Dear Raj Sir, the Chairman, Shashila Ma'am, the Secretary, Shija Ma'am, the Director, Jin Sir, the Academic Dean, Swaminathan Sir, the Principal, my dearest loving class teachers, my set of dedicated LCI teachers, all the teachers who are teaching in LCI, very amazing and cooperative parents, and the darlings of LCI, senior wing, my loving dearest students. എല്ലാവർക്കും എൻ്റെ ഓണാശംസകൾ. I want to speak in Malayalam, but then I do not know how many of you know this. I did Sanskrit during my schooling, So I am not that fluent in Malayalam, but I speak Malayalam. But maybe so I prefer to switch over to the English language. Dear all, as you know, Onam is a festival of celebration. I look at it Onam from twofold angle. A sense of gratitude and a sense of hope. A sense of gratitude, remembering the good old days when everyone was treated equal. All the presentations, the programs that you watched today, the talents that you witnessed, everything spoke about the equality, the great golden days that we had during the great king. So that is a sense of gratitude. It is also a sense of hope. The sense of hope of expecting and striving hard to achieve that equality, those principles that were existing when the great king ruled over Kerala. So it's a sense of gratitude and a sense of hope. For me, children, today is a sense of gratitude. We began the first semester in June. We had a numerous myriads of activities. We also had academic interests. We did monthly tests, midterm tests, first term examinations, then Lekol Fest. We had video presentations on a number of important events. We had an excellent IGCSE and advanced level result. Yesterday we facilitated our IG and IG 2020 batch, and also our advanced level students. I'm sure all of you have seen those presentations and those who were part of the facilitation. No. We had video presentations on important events coordinated by Srilata ma'am, and good many of you were part of it, and we are continuing with that. We had World This Week coordinated by Padmapriya ma'am. Then we had special assemblies coordinated by Anjana ma'am. We had the newsletter In Short, where good many of you had your own creative writings. Were part of it, creative writings included there. It was coordinated by Sarita ma'am. The Uni Variety program, the counseling that you require post your A-level courses for your undergraduate courses, which we began from grade 9. So the students of grade 9 involved, it was coordinated by Deepthi ma'am. Then we had all the monthly tests, midterm tests, first term examination assignments, all coordinated by Kavita ma'am. We have the IAYP coordinated by Renisa and Anjana ma'am. The hardest one of all, I would feel, is the timetabling. And that was coordinated by Disha ma'am. You know, when we had meetings to extend the teaching hours of grade 6, 7, 8, again a new timetable had to be tailor-made. And then we had the organizing committee coordinated by Nigida ma'am. Even today we had 3 presentations or 3 representations from LCI for the Common Assembly. Then we have the great tech team coordinated by Gautam. Gautam needs a real appreciation. I had promised him a gift, and he has now included a few more into the team. All our YouTube channel presentations are the hard work of the tech team led by Gautam. Even today's one. Then we have a set of dedicated the go-getters, that is our LCI facilitators. We also have the very cooperative parents. So when I look at it, this is the end of the first term, also the beginning of Onam celebrations. So it's a day of gratitude. How can I forget the innovative and the visionary management, the dedicated principal management including Raj sir, Shashila ma'am, Shrija ma'am, Jin sir, then Samanathan sir, and above all, the amazing, loving, never giving up attitude is the epitome of the Chempakaites, and that is you. When I look back, I feel we were able to promote all of your talents. And I promise we shall continue to promote. But I have a request at this time. Children, we are a small community of 80 students. And I would like each one of you to be part of one celebration or the other. When your prefects or when your class teachers approach you or Nigidama approach you, Nigidama approaches you, please do give names, please do willingly participate in those activities. Sometimes I see, in spite of our willingness to promote all of you, some of them do not get properly presented. Some of you are shying away. Let's not do that. By the end of this academic year, I want everyone to be participating in one program or the other. Of course, school day we all have, you are all going to be part of. That's a different one, but other than the school day, I am not very sure whether I missed anyone else. Then, coming to the Onam holidays. Children, you have 12 days of holidays. Please enjoy, please enjoy, please enjoy. These 12 days are the days to relax and rejuvenate yourselves. Please don't be upset with me when I say this. I am not being an adult who is trying to superimpose something. But for me, the Onam days, of course, children, you are unlucky to have the Onams that we enjoyed as children. But then cycling, reading, drawing, doing some craft, doing some cooking, playing some games. Please keep yourself away from the screen at least for 7 to 8 days. Let your eyes get enough relaxation. I'm sure all of you enjoy playing badminton or playing chess or reading, cycling, or maybe creating some delicious dishes maybe. Or maybe if there are some old television sets at home or electronic equipment at home, please get your parents' permission and start unscrewing them dismantle them, and then fix it again. So that way, rejuvenate yourself. I am also sure that teachers have set you holiday assignments. Don't panic. Again, my suggestion, spend the first 2 or 3 days of your holidays to do those assignments, the set work. Finish them off. Then keep yourself away from the screen and enjoy the rest of the holidays. You know why? We are not very sure when we reopen on 31st whether it is going to be again online. If it is going to be online again, then again and again number of hours you are going before the screen is extended. So at least these 7 to 8 days out of your 12 days, you should give proper relaxation to your eyes. To my dearest A-level students, I have a request. Let your juniors enjoy the holidays, but please spend quality time, invest quality time to prepare for your assignment 2 and for your forthcoming board examination. I want to proudly present or conduct a felicitation after the October-November examination when you come out with flying flowers, the flying colors, scoring excellent grades. Children, once again, I wish everyone, all the members of the management, all my loving teachers, very cooperative parents and amazing students, a great Onam. എല്ലാവർക്കും ഓണത്തിന്റെ എല്ലാവിധ മംഗളാശംസകളും.
പ്രത്യാശയുടെ ഈ നാളുകളിൽ കൂട്ടായി ഈ കുരുന്നുകൾ കാഴ്ചവെച്ച് ഓരോ പരിപാടിയുടെയും ഓർമ്മകൾ കൂട്ടിനുണ്ടാകും എന്ന വിശ്വാസത്തോടെ നന്ദി പ്രകാശനത്തിലേക്കായി സുൽത്താൻ നേഹാൻ മൗലാനെ ക്ഷണിക്കുന്നു.
ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട ചെയർമാൻ ശ്രീ VNP രാജ്, ബഹുമാന്യായ സെക്രട്ടറി ശ്രീമതി ശശികല രാജ്, ഡയറക്ടർ ശ്രീമതി ഷീജ N, അക്കാഡമിക് ഡീൻ ശ്രീ ജിൻസ് തോമസ്, പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ശ്രീ സ്വാമിനാഥൻ കൃഷ്ണ, അക്കാഡമിക് ഹെഡ് ശ്രീ സാനു ജോസഫ്. പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട അധ്യാപകരെ, കൂട്ടുകാരെ, ഈ സന്തോഷവേളയിൽ ആമുഖങ്ങൾ ഇല്ലാതെ ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ഔദിത്യത്തിലേക്ക് കടക്കട്ടെ. ആദ്യമായി നമ്മെ നയിക്കുന്ന ജഗദീശ്വരനു നന്ദി പറയാൻ കൊള്ളുന്നു. നമുക്ക് എല്ലാ രീതിയിലുമുള്ള പിന്തുണ നൽകി നമ്മെ നയിക്കുന്ന ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട ചെയർമാൻ ഈ പ്രതിസന്ധി ഘട്ടത്തിലും നമ്മെ ഊർജ്ജസ്വലരാക്കുന്ന നമ്മുടെ ഡയറക്ടർ ഷീജ മാമിനും നന്ദി രേഖപ്പെടുത്തിക്കൊള്ളുന്നു. എല്ലാവിധ അനുഗ്രഹങ്ങളും നേരുന്നു. നമ്മളെ നയിക്കുന്ന ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട അക്കാഡമിക് ഡീൻ ജിൻ സാറിനെയും പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ സ്വാമിനാഥൻ സാറിനെയും പ്രത്യേകമായി നന്ദി അറിയിക്കുന്നു. അത്യാകർഷകമായ ഈ ഓണാഘോഷം ആസൂത്രണം ചെയ്യുന്നതിലും അത് അവതരിപ്പിക്കുന്നതിലും LCIയുടെ കുട്ടികളെ പ്രാപ്തരാക്കുന്നതിലും മുന്നിൽ നിൽക്കുന്ന നമ്മുടെ പ്രിയങ്കരനായ അക്കാഡമിക് ഹെഡ് ശ്രീ സാനു സാറിനും പ്രത്യേകമായി നന്ദി അറിയിക്കുന്നു. എല്ലാവിധ ഊർജവും പകർന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾക്കൊപ്പം നിൽക്കുന്ന നമ്മുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട അധ്യാപകർക്കും പ്രത്യേകമായി നന്ദി പ്രകാശിപ്പിച്ചുകൊള്ളുന്നു. കൂടാതെ ഈ പരിപാടിയിൽ പങ്കെടുത്ത ഓരോ കുട്ടികൾക്കും ഞാൻ നന്ദി രേഖപ്പെടുത്തിക്കൊള്ളുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും ഓണാശംസകൾ. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.